I just want to show you some of the things that we do here at FOSSEE. And so other than OpenFOAM, FOSSEE has many other FOSS, the free and libre open source software that we support. So please take a minute to go through our website, which is fossee.in. We specifically fall under cfd.fossee.in. Now, this particular initiative is also currently CSR funded by the New India Assurance Company Limited. So they trust that we will be spreading the OpenFOAM word far and wide, and I'm sure you will all help us in doing that. And how can you engage with us and help us do that? Well, there are many opportunities that we provide for students, for faculty members, for researchers, research scholars, industry. So one of the very famous project that we do is the case study project. And we have been, over the last 3 days, we have shown case studies from this in many ways as examples and even as links. And Divyesh has shown you the capabilities by the various solvers that can be used, the various different kind of meshing that can be done. So because you only did a simple 2D or block mesh, but there's a lot more. You can use snappy hex mesh, you can import mesh, you can do refinement. There's a lot that OpenFOAM offers. And what we would like you to do is go through this case study proposal or case study page. It's right here. If you click on this link, cfd.fossee.in, then you come to the left-hand side and there is this case study project. So here you have a list of completed case studies. And this is where we have been saying that we are building a repository, or we have built a repository. So if you keep scrolling, there are about 80 plus case studies, and it grows by the day. And for all the students who have submitted these case studies, we give them a very handsome honorarium. So you're actually paid to submit and post in this repository. You also walk away with a certificate from FOSSEE IIT Bombay. Whether the money is of meager importance, but the certificate is priceless. And we have had students who come back and tell us how helpful these certificates have been. They have had employers, this is a way of verification for the employers. When students claim they know OpenFOAM, if it goes on their resume, then one of the ways that the employers can check is, there's a certificate. And not only that, there is an actual URL. So when you click on this, there is a URL where you download code. It generates a URL called the case study run 140. So now anyone who wants to hire a student who's good at OpenFOAM knows that they are really good at OpenFOAM, and there is an example of that existing out there. The other thing is this adds to the repository. So for people who are wanting to learn OpenFOAM, wanting to look at different solvers and different meshes, can now refer to this place. So this becomes this one-stop shop for everyone who wants to learn OpenFOAM. And like Professor Janani has been saying the past 2 days, if you want to learn OpenFOAM, look no further than cfd.fossee.in. With the spoken tutorials, with the amount of case studies, you can learn everything that you would want to know about OpenFOAM right here. So that is something that we offer the students, and we keep encouraging them to please come out and submit case studies, send us proposals. If you go through this procedure, the entire procedure is in here. You can read up on how to submit a case study. And if anything, you can always write to us at contact@cfd@fossee.in, and we'll get back to you. We're always here to help and guide you. There are also some list of project titles that you can pick from. The other thing we ask professors or faculty members from different colleges to do is to migrate their existing lab. So this comes into the lab migration project. So whatever is their existing lab that they are having in conducting by Fluent, ANSYS Fluent, or COMSOL, or any other commercial code out there, we will help you to migrate that very same lab into OpenFOAM. So we will help you design it around OpenFOAM as well. So if there is any faculty member out there who wants to do this, please get in touch with us. We would love to do this. Again, there's spoken tutorial right here on this page. You can learn spoken tutorial through OpenFOAM through spoken tutorial. This is what we had done the past couple of days. Now, for some of you who are wondering how to learn Linux, because that is probably where you may also want to start, all you need to do is go here and look for Linux, select the language that you want to search for, and learn Linux. So if you want to go back a step to master OpenFOAM, you can always go back to spoken tutorial and learn Linux, and then get back to the OpenFOAM tutorials as well. Keep posting on the forums. The forums are a great resource, and as you post on forums, we will definitely get in touch with you and definitely help you out with answers. Our TAs, our researchers, our fantastic team, Mr. Ashley Melvin and Mr. Divyesh Varia, are always around to help you out. I don't think they ever sleep. Some of the other ways also that we would like people to get engaged with us is, maybe they can help us in creating spoken tutorials on OpenFOAM, if that's something you're interested in. You could also create a GUI for OpenFOAM. So I remember probably yesterday or the day before, someone asked if there is a drawback in OpenFOAM. So I wouldn't necessarily say a drawback. I would say it's sort of a challenge, and only because people are used to seeing pretty pictures and it's a very click and go kind of world today. But a GUI, or a graphic user interface, these days seems to be a very important thing for students. So that is something that OpenFOAM doesn't have right now, but we are working on developing it. So if you want to be a part of that, please get in touch with us. If you also want to be a part of the other training programs, or more such programs that we are offering, if you want to act as one of the TAs, you're welcome to. You can again get in touch with us. We have had TAs. We've had two fantastic TAs this time, Mr. Nikhil Sharma and Shubham Kantas, who joined us, who were helping you throughout. They have acted. We have had like 10 or 20 TAs in the workshops in the past. Again, they are also given a certificate, which is invaluable. And you could also get in touch with us to convert any work published using a commercial code to OpenFOAM. So supposing there is a paper out there which has used a commercial code for the CFD simulation, you can convert it to OpenFOAM with due credit to the original author, and we can release it as a case study and host it on our website. So again, there are many ways by which you can connect with us and contribute and collaborate with us. I think over these past 3 days, with fantastic lectures from Professor Janani and Professor Manaswita, all the invited talks, the hands-on sessions by Dr. Chandan Bose, Dr. Jayachandran, by Ashley, we have given you not just the basics of OpenFOAM, but an entire flavor, covering the entire gamut from fluid mechanics to heat transfer, to chemical reaction, and all the way to coding. So I think this session has been fantastic, and I hope you all feel the same way. I will let your feedback talk to us more on that, and tell us that you like the session, and I would really value your feedback. So please give us your feedback. These are some of the links that would be useful to you. So I want to know if Yash has joined us.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, hi Yash. So Yash is our colleague, FOSSEE colleague. He's the PR manager, and he takes care of spreading the word of the work that FOSSEE does to one and all. And I think he would like a few minutes just to let you know that we are out there on social media. So you can get in touch with us, not just via Contact CFD, but there are many ways that you can get in touch with. So over to you, Yash.
Okay, thank you so much, Shweta ma'am. So hello everyone, good evening. My name is Yash, as Shweta ma'am has mentioned. So I would just like to tell everyone that Project FOSSEE is very much active on the social media handles and social media platforms as well, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So every one of you, I guess, majority of you would be following the social media handle. Social media would be active. So I would request everyone to please like, follow, and subscribe our handles I am sharing with you. So these are the social media handles of Project FOSSEE. Now the benefits I'll tell you. These whatever events we come up with, or whatever updates we have about any event. For example, we recently had a semester-long internship for students. Okay, for fellow, we were basically hiring fellows. So we received, very good response. We had posted it on various internship portals. We posted it on LinkedIn. So we got many good responses through LinkedIn as well. So similarly, this is just one of the examples I'm giving it to you. So similarly, we also post about our workshops, about conferences. For example, this year in the month of December, again, we had a annual conference on Python, basically scientific computing using Python, that's SciPy. If some of you would have attended it previously, then you would be aware. So this year, due to the pandemic, it was completely online. I mean, it was a virtual conference. So all such events, whatever we come up with or whatever are there in the pipeline, we generally put out the updates about all of them on social media. So I would request everyone to stay connected with us so that you get to know what is happening in the project, not only about the project, even other things. Okay, we do post that as well. For example, there was recently the Education Minister of India, Dr. R.P. Nishank, had sent us a message congratulating the winners of our animation hackathon, which we had conducted some 2 months back. So many such things are upcoming, and there are many events happening and now the best part is majority of them would be virtual or online due to the pandemic. So that has changed due to this ongoing situation. So I would request every one of you to stay connected. I'm also sharing the general email ID of Project FOSSEE. I've shared with you info@fossee.in. So if you have any queries or any doubts and you don't know where exactly or whom to contact, so you can write to us on email ID, general email ID, info@fossee, and we'll be very happy to direct you to the correct person or guide you to the correct resource of the particular project or whatever issue you have. So you can do that. We are also, FOSSEE project also conducts Python workshops, Python certifications, Python workshops which are graded. So it's not just that you attend the workshop and you get a certificate. You actually have to score in the quiz which we conduct, and there is a cutoff which you have to clear to get a graded certificate. So I probably share that link with you as well. So you guys, people who are interested in Python, because I just thought of sharing because data science, data analytics and all is very much hot, and we get many queries based on that. So I just thought of sharing it. I'll just share the link of that Python workshops. You can probably go through them. Yeah, I have shared it. So this Python workshops we used to conduct for schools and colleges, but since now colleges are not very much functional, and there are many discrepancies between in students and colleges, because not everyone would be having a system and all. So what we had started was we started a self-learning course of Python. I'll share that as well. So now there are 2 links which I have shared, if you can see. The first link was, we used to conduct workshops for colleges, but since colleges have still not opened up completely, so we started in the previous year itself. We started with a self-learning course. It is for an individual. You guys can take it up at any point of time. Okay, it runs every month, so you guys can register for that, and you guys can appear for a quiz, and we give you a graded certificate provided you clear the cutoff. So that is one condition. So the best part is, as you would have seen in these 3 days of the workshop as well, that it is not something that just a professor comes, gives you a lecture on some topic and you are done. We encourage you guys to perform hands-on so that you get a feel and a taste of the software. So that's what we generally follow in each of the flaws, each of the software. So you guys can probably just go through it and see if you're interested to do that. So any questions from your end, you guys can probably fire them, and I'll be happy. Any general queries if you have, I'll be happy to answer them. Anything, be it internship, fellowship, or
I was about to say, so if someone has any question about internship,
maybe before you ask, we can even say, so this semester long internship, we had advertised it in the beginning of the year, and we are currently in the process of screening them and selecting these students. We usually also have summer fellows for 6 weeks, like Yash pointed out, and for all of these fellowships, it starts with a task. So if you are interested in any of these fellowships for any particular FOSS, like say for example, if you are interested in an open form fellowship or or internship at some point, if I were you, I would get started with the case studies. So yeah. But if you have any other question for Yash, please go ahead.
Yeah, and any general queries, any general questions, anything which you have, you can probably fire them. I mean, we are open to that. Can I do an internship after I pass out this year? So the best part is Fazil. The best part of this internship is we do not, I repeat, we do not see any of your educational criteria or any educational qualification. As Shweta ma'am pointed out, the internship or the selection is purely based on the screening task. So even if you are a first year student or you have passed out or you are a 12th standard student, we do not bother about that. It's just that you have to perform well in the screening task to get shortlisted. That's the only criteria which we have. We have got applications from PhD candidates as well, from undergraduates as well, from postgraduates as well. So we are not discriminating on that a student who has passed out, only he or she can apply, or student in first year can apply, or and so on. So it is open for everyone. So I hope that
the answer to your question in short is yes, absolutely.
Yes. The task will be given by you. No, so task will be assigned by us, Miss Chitransh. Yes. So we will give you the task, and you have to do that. You cannot choose your own task. Yeah.
So yeah, each FOSS, whichever FOSS you want to work with, like I mentioned on the FOSSEE website, you will see there are many other FOSS, R and DWSIM for chemical engineers, and CFD or OpenFOAM as one. So once you apply, and there will be many such applications, for us to filter out will be one way is to give you a small screening task, just to see if you are well versed. And once you are through, and if you make the cutoff, then we select the candidates.
So collaborative content is something which is we encourage, as you would have seen gone through the spoken tutorials as well. So we even encourage interns or fellows to do that. So it varies. It is nothing specific that you will be working on a particular topic only. It can vary. Collaborative content creation, it can vary. We can ask you to create spoken tutorials and anything, so yeah.
Exactly. Collaborative content creation would vary FOSS to FOSS. It can be spoken tutorial for one FOSS. It could be a GUI development with some other developers for another FOSS. So it varies for different FOSS.
So Rajdeep, we will be displaying the results of the selection round, what you are asking. So the results we'll be uploading soon on our website, and we'll also update it on social media. So yeah, whenever the results are out, we'll update it on our website. And an individually also you'll receive an email in case you are short.
Yes, we are having some lag at your end, but I think that did answer Rajdeep.
Yeah.
To answer your question, is case study on individual basis or can it be done in a group? I would suggest it be done as an individual case study. That said, if there is an topic that has to be done as a group or can be broken down from the group to a subtopic where each of you can contribute, that would be better. So do write to us at contact@CFD, and we can figure out how to go about that. Okay, so I think if there are no more questions, then we will call this a day and call this an event. Thank you for your fantastic participation. Thanks to all the audience. And thank you very much for the professors who have stayed on till the end. Thank you, Professor Janani. Thank you, Professor Manaswita. If at any point you need any assistance, like I said, our emails are always open. Please get in touch. And we hope that you have walked away with a lot of knowledge about OpenFOAM from these 3 days. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Now that if you have time, everyone can go back and take a look at these things at your own pace. All the spoken tutorials, the Linux and OpenFOAM is available. And you can always write on the spoken forums, both for Linux or OpenFOAM. You can post on the forums and someone will answer your question right away. So that's a fantastic support that you have right there. With regards to question from Srirama about your certificates, the course management team will get back to you with the certificates, but please be patient. The certificates will not come to you tomorrow or the day after. It may take about a week or two because there are multiple workshops that are being conducted. But rest assured, you will receive certificates once all your attendance and all are looked through, and the course management team will issue that. So that's not in our hands, but yeah, the course management team will take into look.
What is the minimum attendance, madam? Because 1 or 2 sessions we couldn't put the feedback. Actually, attended the one.
The course management team will take care of that, Mr. Sendil. So
okay.
Yeah.
Because we are available in the Zoom for most of the time, but towards the end, sometimes what happens is our data will be over.
Right.
And we will be out while the feedback form is posted like that. 1 or 2 sessions only it happened like that.
I think that should be fine. I think they have some cutoff that they look at. Okay. So to Rashmi, if you do we need to sign up in this link? I think you do. It's if you look at it, once you get into the Lakshya website, it will be the same login password, I believe, that you will have to log into for the feedback form.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Sunil.
Ma'am, can you arrange any workshop related to DNS?
I will let the course management team know about a requirement for such a workshop.
Because it is a branch of OpenFOAM, but in that OpenFOAM that is not discussed related DNS. So I ask about, can you arrange related DNS?
So, Mr. Sunil, Shweta, is it okay if I just take the question?
Yes, please do.
Mr. Sunil, the thing is, DNS is nothing very greatly different. All we mean to say, if you remember the Y+ conversation we had, right? You had a meshing constraint, so we would keep a mesh at a very much larger size. If you don't do that and you keep a very fine mesh so that you're able to track every single small change in velocity, meaning you don't do or need any turbulence modeling. You can just capture the velocity variation. That is DNS. It is not something greatly different.
Here, if I can say, I do not know whether he means by spectral DNS. In that case, he will. In that case, there is Fourier space DNS.
Yeah, I think he just refers to the common direct numerical simulation.
That is nothing but fine mesh.
Yes.
Yes.
DNS is also like there is spectral DNS, which is also commonly used in turbulence modeling.
Yes, madam, turbulence modeling.
Yes. So you can do both ways. What Professor Janani said, that use very fine mesh, then that is nothing. I mean that is simple. Like if you can use the very fine mesh, which can capture, which is finer than the Kolmogorov length scale, and you can also there is spectral DNS. That is a different modeling technique altogether. That is not FVM based DNS. Okay, so I can share some literature with you if you wish to. If you check that, if you want to check that out.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, it's Abhik Majumdar.
Yes, Professor Majumdar, please go ahead.
Yes, Shweta ma'am, it's a very fantastic 3-day event full of excitement. I have enjoyed all the sessions.
Thank you so much that you enjoyed it.
Yes, and also learned a lot of things with the open source software and its implementation. And I also express my thanks that you have accommodated the two-phase flow class in that workshop. I had a very basic understanding on CFD, but I was working with Fluent in my lab. So this workshop will definitely open up some new windows of research and teaching in the college. This is a fantastic initiative. I really thank for this, because now my lab can slowly, day by day, become financially independent, because all those costly packages, commercial softwares, they keep on changing their modules, etc., and comes up with very high cost. So this is a very fantastic initiative. I can also congratulate the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you once again. And if we can be of any assistance at any point with respect to your lab and migrating from those expensive commercial software, like you mentioned, to OpenFOAM, then we would be glad to.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, I would like to do that. I would like to connect to you later on. Maybe I want to be independent in terms of software. So I've seen your spoken tutorials available video tutorials. And once I finish, let me just go through it within 1 month of time. And then I will definitely contact you and Professor Janani to help me to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Majumdar, for your kind words. It does encourage us a lot.
Sure. Yes, I have enjoyed your lectures, madam. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
I have one question to Janani ma'am. Do you have any your NPTEL lectures available over there, so we can go through it for like CFD related?
I do not have any recorded lectures on NPTEL on CFD, but some of the lectures I think which I gave today, I could probably share based on what Professor Kannan decides. We could share some of the modules, but you can write to me if you have any specific questions. I think my email ID as well is available on the website.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amarnath. We are happy that you enjoyed this workshop, and I hope everyone did.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Professor Dr. Senthil Prakash, working in KUSAT, Kochi University of Science and Technology in Kerala. As Professor Mujamdar mentioned, I also would like to convert my lab to be OpenFOAM. I understand that it will definitely increase the enthusiasm in students to know the theory behind it, on the simulations that they do. Now what they do is they will just tick some boxes, some check boxes they will tick, and the simulation will be done, and some colorful result they will get, and they will present it as the project or their final year project. I'm going to change everything to be OpenFOAM so that they will understand what they're doing, and it will benefit them. And I will insist my PhD scholars also to follow the same OpenFOAM platform for doing their work. And regarding the lectures, as previously was mentioned, it was very simple and understandable for anybody. Like some examples that Mera has given us, the blinking eyes and flying bird. It was a very good example with which the current number idea can be conveyed.
I agree. That was very easy to visualize. Yeah.
Exactly. I appreciate it. So and we wish to have more lectures like this from Madam. And if it is available, please send us some links so that we can also utilize and understand things in a better way, and we can also follow these such techniques in teaching our students also. Thank you, ma'am. It was very good, and it was very much interesting throughout the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sandil. And I am glad that you also wish that your students follow this, because what we have seen is that when students actually are go through this learning experience through OpenFOAM, at the end of their PhD, their fundamentals are much more stronger, and their maybe academics that they want to pursue, like academia, become a professor, or they want to go through the industry. In both cases, they are benefited a lot more. And I'm very happy to hear that you also see it, and you want to help your students in that direction. So I request everybody else also to try and consider that, because in future that is only going to help your students develop a stronger foundation in CFD, which is very much essential beyond just the degree aspect of it. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you.
Madam, I am Ajinkya Patwardhan, working as assistant professor in Rajkot, Gujarat. Actually, this was a very great workshop because I have attended a few workshops on softwares, and the emphasis given on the fundamentals was great in here. What I wanted to ask you that what if you would you like to put up some Swayam course of 8-week or 12-week, so that we will be able to learn these things in more details and in elaborate way, because even a 3-day workshop becomes a little sometimes things you need more time to understand or learn things, and you don't get that much time in a 3-day workshop also. So I was asking that it will be great from your side if you try to put up a Swayam course of 8-week or 12-week, so that we will be able to learn in detail and precisely.
So that's for Professor Janani, I believe, Professor Patwardhan?
Yes, because for the team, because an open form workshop, as you arrange the workshop, same way you can arrange a course, which includes the open form. CFD is okay.
So Professor Janani leads this open form effort at IIT Bombay, so I will let her take the call on that.
Sure.
So, Professor, thank you for your input. That is, so like I said, we have started offering the open form as a full semester course in IIT Bombay, which we believe, at least I'm thinking of at a later point, extrapolating, because the whole idea is benefiting as many people as possible, bringing in more people into the open form kind of framework. So I do believe maybe in the coming months at some point, the course that I'm offering within IIT Bombay can, keeping everything, all logistics in mind and consulting several people like Professor Kannan, can we do something like this? But of course, I do believe then we'd have to take our already current schedule in mind and come up. So I don't want to promise anything, but I can just say that there is some possibility of definitely offering it. So thank you, Baddo, for the suggestion. That's and it's well taken. I do completely understand that 3 days is not sufficient to take a beginner learner to become a proper, comfortable person in open form. We will definitely give it a lot of consideration, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, madam. I know it would be hectic, but it would be appreciable.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, thanks for the nice workshop. Actually, I'm working in myself, Sudhakar from NIT Uttarakhand. I'm working in OpenLB. Okay, so I'm aware of this Ubuntu and these Linux commands. So I'm trying to guide my students towards open form also. So to understand the background, this is the best platform. Okay, I have tried to get the background of the open form, but I didn't get any material like that. Okay, so from this workshop I learned a lot. Means the background of this coding and the basic equations that I understood properly. Thanks for this great, and it will be better to have a more workshops like this, because to start OpenLB it took almost 3 years for me. So I don't think it is that much easy to start open form also. So if you organize these kinds of workshop in future also, that will be very helpful to all the participants who are going to start the open form. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhakar. Yes. So I always keep also telling people that we welcome brickbats. So if you do have anything that you felt that was missing, please do let us know, because we grow from your inputs in what we missed out. And we really would value any such very frank feedback that you would like to give us. Either here, that's perfectly fine, absolutely okay. And we welcome it actually. And if you have something that you'd like to convey through email, whatever you're comfortable with, you can please share with us. Any negative thoughts you feel we had to do this and we didn't, something that we can improve on, we welcome it with equal, if not more, vigor, that you give us something that we can expand on. Thank you.
If anyone else wants to share their thoughts, please do.
I'm Hiroshi from PST College of Technology, Coimbatore. I'm a PG student in energy. I'm attending CFD for CFD itself for first time. I'm knowing the concepts and getting into OpenFOAM. From first day itself, Sweta ma'am insisted on Janani ma'am's lecture. After listening Janani ma'am's lecture, I was into it fully. We could not get out of those lectures until now. And hearty thanks to Janani ma'am for giving a good insight of those things. That lectures were really great. I would like to thank whole FOSI team for those efforts they have taken these days and solve all the issues. And my sincere thanks to Ashley bro and Divesh. If I am right, it's Divesh.
Yes.
Both are sincere in solving our doubts, and thanks to all of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiroshi, for those wonderful words. And yes, I do agree about the lectures. All the lectures were fantastic. So yes.
Yeah, I should take this opportunity to definitely say that without Ashley and Divyesh, Jayachandran, people like these guys, just without that, the workshop is nothing. I mean, possibly I could come and talk, but those guys just hold up the workshop. So I think hats off to them more than anything else. We are blessed to have a great team.
Absolutely. I was about to say we are blessed to have a great team and a great person leading our efforts. So it's just we lucked out in everyone coming together well, and we look forward to more enthusiasts joining our team in every way possible. So if in any way that you want to collaborate with us. Mr. Gautam Maurya, with regards to advanced workshop on OpenFOAM, I would just say that please be on the lookout on the NMEICT website every now and then for announcements on workshop. We usually don't know how far ahead of time we plan these, but if there was any, then it will definitely be announced on the NMEICT website. If once again, if there are any questions for us, please do go ahead. And but if there is none, then I would like to go ahead and take this opportunity to thank our team, thank Professor Janani, thank Professor Manaswita Bose, and also thank all of you wonderful participants who have been with us all these 3 days and who have made this workshop a success. So thank you very much. For further questions, please do write to us at contact-cfd@fossee.in.
Thank you everybody. Thanks Professor Manaswita. Thank you for so much for helping us as well. She's part of our team and she helps us. Professor Manaswita is a great guiding force. So thank you for joining us. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks for giving all the feedback. So whoever has submitted, thank you.
We've been hearing all wonderful things, and as Professor Janani and Manaswita have been saying also to give us the brick bats, none so far.
Yes. We always learn. One of the things we learned from this is maybe a session on Linux, maybe spend 1 hour. That may be a valuable investment right at the beginning, first day.
Yes, sir. So many of them actually already spoke and shared their thoughts, and they've started to log off, which is why the participant list is down now.
Yeah,
but,
no problem.
We have made a note of everything that they have asked.
Yeah, one can give a vote of thanks and formally close the session so that other people can also go.
Sure, sir. So yeah, once again, thanks to all. I'll start out with thanking Professor Janani, Professor Manaswita for leading this effort at FOSSEE, the CFD team, Mr.
Ashley Melvin and Mr. Divyesh, our TAs, Mr. Nikhil and Mr. Shubham Kantas, who were available throughout, to the NMEICT team for having worked so hard with all the attendance and the registrations, the feedbacks and everything, to Mr. Sajjan for hosting it, recording it, and being so patient with the entire session. And last but not the least, our driving force, our UPS, like we like to call, our beloved Kannan sir, without whom FOSSEE and all these efforts would not have been possible. So to all the participants as well, thank you for making these 3 days a success. We hope to connect with you more on various other means that I shared with you. Thank you. Good night and have a good rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kannan sir, myself, Dr. Sandil Prakash, working in Kochi University of Science and Technology, could not talk to you. After the first session, we couldn't meet you. And still what remains in my mind is your side-by-side window operating. I enjoyed it. Like I utilized it very well because getting the commands or getting the, since Linux was not an easy thing for me to work with, it was very difficult for me to get the commands and remember it and type it in another window. Your side-by-side technique worked well, sir. And in total, I have already mentioned about various sessions that we have attended. It was very interesting as well as very useful. And we are planning to utilize it or give it the benefit to our students also by making them to use the software open form instead of using the commercial softwares. As I already mentioned, that will definitely improve the understanding of students on the subject, and the learning capability will be increased, improved.
No, you have to put the learning to use now. One is to teach the students. That is one thing. The other thing is also to encourage students to contribute to the content generation part.
Yeah, definitely.
Case studies and so on. And take also research papers and migrate those research studies to open form. Reproduce those results. If required, get in touch with the faculty people who have written the paper. If some details are missing, they'll be more than happy to help to see that their solution, their problem is being tackled by somebody. They'll be very happy to help. Yeah.
Also, we have done something earlier in Fluent and other softwares. We will try to do it in open form.
So where are you from?
I'm from Kerala, Kochi. I'm working in Kochi University of Science and Technology, KUSAT.
KUSAT, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy
Thank
to
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Goodbye. It has been a long day and then weekend. Maybe you can go home and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.